Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Six Online. I'm Rick Jur, one of the many great hosts for this event. I'm joined today with Matt, the developer of Kitchen Sink Aloha. Matt, tell me a little bit about your journey on making this game.
Hi, as Richard just said, my name is Matt. I'm a solo developer here at Lemon Pepper Studios. This is my first independent game, Kitchen Sink Aloha. It is a kind of unique cooking game. You take on the role of a head chef of your family's Hawaiian pop-up restaurant. And as head chef, you command all of the chefs in your kitchen to play a cooking game that's more traditionally like games like maybe Overcooked or Played Up, except since you're in charge, you're sort of playing a strategy game. You're giving orders to all of your cooks in the kitchen. They execute those orders. They cook the food. You tell them to cook when they want to cook it. They work together with your help. And in doing so, you turn your sort of reopened family business into sort of the thriving eatery on the island.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, let's take a look at that, shall we? So what about Hawaii wanted you to create a game based off of this culture?
Yeah, it's a couple of things. My mom's family is from Hawaii, so I grew up around a lot of Hawaiian cooking. I visited Hawaii a lot, and it sort of has this magical place feeling to it. And I wanted to make a relaxing cooking game. And so for me, the intersection between a place that's really relaxing and a place that has a great food culture is Hawaii. If I'm a solo dev, I have to write about everything. All the text is me, so I chose somewhere that I had some background in and sort of just formed the triforce of reasons why to use Hawaii. And so that's why the game is set in Hawaii.
Now, were you born and raised in Hawaii?
I wasn't. So I was born and raised in San Diego. But because my mom was from Hawaii, we went back every other year or so. We stayed with family all the time. We still do. So we still go to Hawaii almost yearly or bi-yearly to see family and just chill out.
Awesome. So I see that you're setting up things in your inventory. They're like pots and pans and things like that to cook specific meals.
Yeah. So as head chef, you're in control of everything in your kitchen. I joke often that you're the tactician, you're the general of the kitchen as the head chef. So that means you choose your troops, you choose your chefs, you choose your appliances. It's very much an RPG game. So there's skill trees on each of your chefs. You can customize them. You can build their abilities. You can mix that up with the appliances in your kitchen, with the dishes on your menu. You can customize the dishes on your menu. So there's a whole bunch of ways to express yourself as a chef or as a strategist, depending on what your interests are. If they're both, you can do both.
Oh, wow. I like the idea of customizing your characters or the people that help you with like you said that there was like a skill tree in there. Like what skills do you enhance in those characters?
Yeah, so every chef, there's 8 playable chefs in the game, is unique. They all have different stats, so they might cook faster. A couple critical hits just happened. That critical hit rate is, chef to chef, depending on their stats. The types of dishes they're good at might be different. The type of appliances that they're good at using might be different. So you can fine-tune some of that. A lot of it is based on characters have sort of innate skills, that skill tree we were talking about before, that as you level them up, they'll sort of build into certain ways that are pre-designed. And then on top of that, there are cookbooks that you can give them, sort of tweak them in various ways. So if you like the way that chef on the left drew the surfer guy, he's a fast chef. So if you like that he's fast, you can either decide to double up on that by giving him even more speed, or you can say, hey, you're already fast. Instead, I'm going to make it so you're better at cooking this particular type of dish. Now you're a better cook instead of a faster cook.
Oh, wow. So if they cook a dish long enough or more of that dish, they get skilled, like more skills into that dish?
It's not necessarily based on familiarity with the dish. The skill trees will have skills, for instance, that say, improve your quality when cooking a crispy dish, or while cooking at a mixing bowl or a pan. So you don't really have to grind them in that way, if that makes sense. Like you can, based on their personalities, they'll sort of have a list of things that they're good at, and then you can tweak it or lean into it or whatever you want with their skill trees.
So these two characters that we just saw, are they working together or separately?
Yeah, so they work together.
Mm.
You, as the head chef, are giving them orders where to go and what to do. So every time they need orders, you'll notice the game is pausing. This is not intended to be a high stress game. It's supposed to be a strategic, planful, chill game.
Oh,
So
nice.
anytime someone needs something to do, the game's just going to ease up, give you a chance to decide who's doing what. And then after you've told everyone what to do, you'll go ahead and hit that go button. It'll light up in a second after I decide what Pele's going to do. There we go. And then they'll go into action. Then the timer will start going. So they're working together with your guidance to try to cook the best food they can as quickly as they can.
Oh, okay. So you said that there's eight characters. What's the difference in all their skill types?
Yeah, so from an RPG perspective, the different characters will start out with first the differences in stats. Some will be faster, some will be better working together, some are better solo operators. The next level is their skills. So some of them might be, for instance, I'll use the characters on the screen. So Drew, the character with the blonde hair, you'll notice he moves faster than other characters. He's the only character that has movement speed boost in the game, actually. So he just walks faster. So if you're interested in having big layouts where you need chefs to move around and do a lot of things, he's really good at that. This other character, Pele, she's actually based on critical hits. So she's a little bit slower, but her chance of getting those criticals is a little higher. So she might occasionally end up outperforming other chefs because of that.
So with it being a cooking sim, is it also like I see that there's like conversations that you can have with them? Are they talking with each other, or are they talking with you, the character playing?
Yeah, so there's sort of the standard RPG visual novel style conversations and story. But one of the features that's actually on display here that players liked a lot so far in the demo and the beta has been a feature called support conversations. It's familiar to people who have played maybe the Fire Emblem series. Any two characters in the game, not just your own character, can develop a relationship together. So it's not just a sort of build your relationship with all your characters, it's build the relationships between all your characters. So neither of these characters are main characters in the game. But because I chose to pair them together, their personalities click in a certain way and they'll have their own relationship that ends up getting built. So in this case, I just got them to the friends level because I used them a few times in a row. Eventually, the longer those characters work together, they can build up more in-depth relationships. Sometimes it leads to romance. Sometimes it builds new skills. There are new special abilities you can unlock unique to various pairings. So this is a feature I actually talked about last year at 6 and got a lot of good reception for, tested it out online, and people loved it. So I leaned into it a ton since last year. It's one of the major investments.
I really love that about 6. You're able to get more feedback for your game. So you'd be like, okay, I want to actually focus on this now. And it actually enhanced your game a lot more. It developed a new type of style or like something else into it that you didn't expect that you would get out of it.
Yeah, that's the thing about game development. You can always sort of throw a dart at where you think things should go. But once you start getting real feedback from players, and especially once you see them getting excited about certain things, the right thing always feels like taking that and then moving your focus more towards it. There might be things that you thought people would love that they don't love as much. And then there's those things that like, hey, this is a side feature. And people are like, I just want that, you know? So that's definitely one of the things that I leaned into for Kitchen Sink. Like the support system is actually the anchor for a whole bunch of stuff, different ways to customize your recipes, unlock a huge number of side quests, and really make the experience change from playthrough to playthrough.
Wow, I really like that depthness that you put into the game to be able to like RPG aspect of leveling up your characters, as you said, and then like developing relationships with them to enhance their skills. Like that's really good. I like that about it. I also really like your art style. The art style that you went towards is really well done. It's like very almost like homey in a way. It's like smooth. There's not a whole lot of just like extra to it. They look very simple and real.
Yeah, the art direction for the game, this is my first project as an indie art directing my own game, so it's definitely been a learning process, but a lot of the inspiration came from food anime. Actually, one of the reasons I even started Lemon Pepper in the first place was because I got into cooking through food anime, and I always wished there were games that could do the same thing for people who maybe weren't into anime. So I started with that same background for a lot of the art direction of this game. shows like Otherworldly Izakaya or Food Wars, another popular one, PG, G-rated Food Wars.
Yeah.
A lot of that influence I tried to extract while sort of keeping some of the artistic familiarity elements of games like Fire Emblem or Final Fantasy in there too. Because ultimately it's supposed to be a blend of those genres. It's supposed to feel like an RPG and it's supposed to feel like a cooking game.
Yeah, it definitely shows, especially in the food design. Like I'm getting hungry just looking at that, especially that egg on top of that hamburger patty.
You gotta try Loco Moco if you haven't had it before. It's really good.
Oh, I love Loco Moco. Out here, there's a place called something Brothers, Hawaiian Brothers, or something like that. It's a small chain that started opening up more.
Yeah,
and they it's all Hawaiian food, and I just love going there at least once a week to get food from them.
Yeah, there's a ton of great options. Actually, in the game, they're all Hawaiian dishes since the game takes place in Hawaii. So we got some like 20, 24, 25 different Hawaiian dishes in the game.
Oh, wow. Well, hey, Matt, it's a really cute game, and I'm going to pick this up and play it. I saw that there was a demo on Steam, so I'm going to definitely get that and check it out. But cool. Thank you for taking your time to talk with me about it. And thank you all for watching, and enjoy the rest of the stream. Bye.
Mahalo.